Hello guys, and welcome back to another Instacart video. I'm still getting used to saying that. Instacart, not DoorDash. Speaking of which, I can actually re-appeal to be reactivated on DoorDash around New Year's, as they do let you re-appeal 90 days after deactivation. That being said, from what I've read online, the chances of actually being reactivated after being deactivated, especially for the reason that I did get deactivated, is extremely low. So I'm definitely not banking on it. It's really not that big of a deal, as I'm going to show you in this video that I can make just as much on just Instacart and Uber Eats, if not more than I ever did on DoorDash. So, you look like you're fucking 4 foot tall. So it's a beautiful Wednesday morning, so without further ado, I'm gonna get straight into it. On Wednesday, I made $108.90 in just a few hours. On Friday, I had some car work done, so thank you to Grismer and shout out to whoever the fuck this guy is, and I still made $97 in 5 hours. But you clicked on this video because you want to see me make $200 in a single day. Well, you're in luck, because on Saturday, I did just that, and I'm going to show you how. My first bit of advice is to start early. This might sound obvious, but it's much better to start early and reach $200 in a reasonable time than it being like 8 p.m. and you're scavenging to find the very last orders that are even available. I start normally anywhere from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. depending on how my morning is going. Like this morning, I was a little bit busy, so I'm starting at 8 a.m. But regardless of whenever you start, I always recommend starting before lunch rush. So today, I'm gonna show you every single order that I take, and I'm gonna briefly explain why. So here's my very first order of the day. And I took it because it's good. Come on, you're supposed to explain why. Why do I need to explain why this order is good? Do you think my viewers are mentally challenged? No, but this is YouTube and you have to explain everything you do. Just like literally everything. Just tell them and use the Mr. Beast voice too. I took this order because it pays $9.30 for only 1.8 miles. And you won't believe how many items it was. And it was only 8 items! My very first offer took me just 20 minutes, so this order was definitely worth it. My second offer of the day took me 30 minutes, including the drive back to my store, so these were both orders I would definitely take again. Another piece of advice I picked up after doing Instacart consistently for a few months is that you should stick to a handful of stores, or even just 1 to 2, and really master the layout of those stores so you can very effectively run around like a tweaker and get your orders done extremely quickly. I do not drink a lot of coffee. I have a very low tolerance to caffeine. I maybe drink coffee 5 times a year. This morning was one of those times. I just drank a cup of coffee, 20 ounces. I don't know. I am fucking wired. I've never felt so much energy. Like, this is what parents fear that their children will feel like if they give them Mountain Dew. You'll see in this video that 90% of my orders come from the exact same store, the one right behind me. And that's because I know this store like I know the back of my uncle's wrinkly foreskin. Some might hear that metaphor and say that I know the store a little bit too well. And that's because I'm him. I'm the fastest shopper this store has ever seen. The next 2 offers I accepted were both good, as they both took around 30 minutes or less to complete due to the low mileage and low items on the orders. So yeah, these are 2 that I would definitely take again. All right, I'm now 3 hours and about 20 minutes into my shift at $69, which is pretty good. That's an average of about $20 an hour, which is what I aim for. So real quick, I'm gonna run home and make something to eat.
I just came to get something to eat.
And here, probably around noon, maybe 12:30, I'm gonna come back out. Until then, I'm still gonna be running the app the entire time, and if I get something really, really good, then I'll probably just stop eating and take it anyways. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in an hour. And it was at this point that things started to go south, because it would be an entire hour before I saw my next offer. No good offers available at this moment, so all of the ones available are pretty bad. Next offer I received is an alcohol delivery. It's literally 1:10 p.m., so almost an entire hour after my last offer, and I just don't think it's worth it, because they put 2 different addresses in the instructions, one being 10 miles away, and that's not really a risk I want to take for me to get there, and it's a different address. So I'll meet you again at my next offer, hopefully not an entire hour from now. But above all advice, know that you could be the fastest shopper in your entire zone, but if you take bad orders, you will make less money than the dent head who has a better hand. I'm not really super happy with this order, but it's something. I just need to get moving. It's already almost 2 p.m. No amount of time-saving tips and tricks can turn bad orders profitable, and in some markets, customers simply tip more than others. This is why if you're getting discouraged about struggling to make money, just get the fundamentals down first, such as quick shopping times, effective communication, and when the good orders come, you'll be prepared. Or maybe the good orders will never come. That's also a possibility. started at 8 in the morning, and it took me until 5 p.m. to see my first order of above $20. It started raining, and even though Instacart said that they encourage customers to tip in bad weather, it sure did not feel like it. The pouring rain all night wasn't the only issue. The Instacart app on my phone just would not load, as in I could not see the addresses that I was even going to, even after restarting my app, and this was after every single order, and it really slowed me down.
Bro, I am halfway to this guy's house and Instacart won't load. Dude, how am I going to even deliver this order? And I can't see. These roads are absolutely terrible. I'm not sure what it looks like through the dash cam, but yeah, basically it sucks.
So I had to start driving to the general area that I know my customer is in so I could get better service and find their addresses in the app. But this still didn't work all the time. And I realized at about 8 p.m. that I wouldn't actually be able to hit $200 before the store closed.
I actually failed. Like, who's going to watch this now? I'm officially the least credible YouTuber. How to make $200 a day, and I can't even make $200 a day. So I think I'm just gonna work. I think I'm gonna make $200 tomorrow. I really didn't want to have to do that, but I gotta be a man of my word. I'm not gonna upload a tutorial on how to do something that I cannot do. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
And the very next day, I tried again, and I failed again. I kept running into the same exact issue. I would do well for a few hours in the morning, and then it would just die off. Like a period of 2 to 3 hours throughout the day, I just received nothing. Was nobody ordering Instacart because they don't have money because it's near the holidays? Was I not receiving orders because I don't have the diamond shopper status? Or was I just unlucky? And I don't know. This is literally post-edit, and I still don't know. This went on for several days where I barely felt short, or some days much more short than others. But then my hope was restored when I received this notification from Instacart. It was a new incentive on Sunday over a week after I started this video. Make $72 in base pay guaranteed if I complete 6 deliveries on Sunday. Not to mention, Sunday is the busiest day of the week, so I thought for sure that this would be the hope that I needed. I would get more orders, I would get the bonus, $200, bing bang boom.
Bing bong bong.
Yeah, but that didn't happen either.
Guys, I'm lost. I've been trying almost every single day this week to hit $200. And it's just not happening. I've been running my app for 3 hours now. I've been up since 8, it's 11 a.m., nothing. At this point, I might just kill myself. Now, for anybody watching thinking that I'm serious, I just want you to know that that was a joke used to express how upset I am about the fact that I'm not receiving offers.
Literally 3 hours after, I was only at $30, meaning in my 6 hours that I worked that day, I made $30. And with the store being open for another 7 hours, needing to make $170, I just said fuck it. That's not going to happen. I want to be clear, I would have made $200 on my very first day of this challenge if I would have used Uber Eats. But the point of this video was to try and hit $200 only using Instacart. And that just didn't happen. It's almost Christmas recording this video, and I started this video on the 6th of December. There comes a point when you fail a challenge so many times in a row that maybe it's time to just cut your losses. This shit is fucking hopeless. I think one of my biggest flaws is that I wait for things to be perfect. For example, this video, I've considered putting it off even longer until after Christmas in hopes of getting another day where I make $200. Whereas other channels would probably just post their first attempt and say, alright, I tried, we can try again later. But I have a really hard time just saying, you know what, I tried to make $200 and that was very difficult, and that's not extremely reasonable in my market for most days. This is sort of the reason why I uploaded half the videos I did in 2023 versus 2022. Now, I'm not exactly someone I would say to take a whole lot of advice from, as I do make a lot of mistakes, like a catastrophic amount of mistakes. But take it from me, if you're waiting for things to be perfect before you start or complete something, you're going to be waiting for a long fucking time. Like, possibly forever. Sometimes you have to fail or put out things that are not perfect to get to the closest version of what you consider perfection to even be. I feel like a fucking Chinese monk saying that, but that really has been my biggest struggle in 2023. And I want to be as transparent about that as possible. I hope maybe from this video you learned a thing or two about Instacart, and maybe you didn't and just wanted to make fun of me because this started as a tutorial and then I ended up not even being able to do the thing that I was making the tutorial about. That is pretty funny. You guys can leave a dislike for that one. I'm not even mad, I get it. Regardless, I can't talk about a whole lot right now, but I just want to thank each and every one of you for watching my videos and supporting me over the years. Thanks to YouTube, I've met some really great people along the way, and I'm excited to meet many more, and it's just, I don't really sit down and say that very often, so I read every single comment, good or bad, and I just want to say thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for all the support. And the criticism, I learned from that as well, unless you're making fun of my teeth. And I don't really learn a lot about you making fun of my teeth. But I want you to know I still read those comments. Lastly, one more thing. I'm not an Instacart channel. I know that's been a lot of the content recently, but that's just what I've been doing recently. But there will be more gig content than just Instacart, and even some DoorDash and some other things in the mix, even if it's not directly just me working. You'll see what I mean. Like I said, can't talk about too much right now. And of course, I have a fitness and lifestyle channel as well. I'll leave the link in the description. But regardless, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you soon.